Happy Thursday, guys. Well, it's May 8th, 2025, and it's about 1 p.m. California time. And, this week, guys, I have really been focused on, you know, training our new agents, as well as working with agents that have been with us for, several months to several years. And today I wanted to interview one of our newest trainees, an agent by the name of Amador Ramirez Jr. And I've been working with Amador now for almost 2 weeks in training. And, you know, when he first reached out to me, he told me, he was looking to do something in terms of selling insurance, and he had some prior experience, but really nothing significant that he had accomplished in terms of selling insurance. So here we are. He went ahead, paid for his leads up front, which is a big investment for him, and it is for anybody, especially when you look at this as a business or something that you're looking to add what you're currently doing. But he went ahead and did that, and he's made a couple sales, but again, he's new. And the focus here today is really to give, for all of you guys that come and listen into my content, give you guys more information about what it is that we do. Also, I've invited Gabriel Bowe, who's basically an agent that's been partnered with me for several years now. And his expertise is Medicare and ACA, health insurance. That's his number one thing. But he also does final expense on and off. He's been doing that with me for 3 years. So I've also invited him to join us, not just on the training this week, but also to share with all of you listening in a little bit more about what we do. So with that said, let's start with you, Amador. Can you share with everybody just a little bit about your background and how you ended up here with us?
I started off with Family First Life about a year ago, and I really lacked the one-on-one. I didn't make any sales for like a whole year. And financially, it's been a struggle for me. Of course, my wife's been pushing me, hey, Amador, you got to find a career. You got to do something. You got to do something now. So I did some research online, and that day, I was gonna apply for Lincoln Heritage. And then I saw his video. I saw Lario's video, and it seemed really really easy to apply. A very practical way of putting in the information and everything. And I was like, and then I called Senior Life, and it's like, do you have Senior Life here in California? And he's like, yeah. Why don't you call Lario Herrera? He'll steer you in the right direction. Give him a call. I gave him a call, and he told me, Amador, this is, just got to, you have to pay for your these your leads. And it was a very big expense. And I was nervous, and talked to my wife about it, and she's like, "No, what, Amador? It's up to you." And I'm glad I made that choice, because I've already made 2 sales already with Lario's help. The one-on-ones really made a difference. The one-on-one, I would never have this opportunity with Family First Life, World Financial Group, Global Financial Impact. I wouldn't have that one-on-one. All I get from them is text messages. This man calls me. He cares. His success is my success. My success is his success. Uh, and it's and people call in. I don't have to call. I don't have to call. Make 100 and something calls a day to make a call or make a sale. The calls come in. They call us for help, and it's been a very positive experience. It's been tough. It's been grueling. I have to wake up in the morning and get online and, Amador, you have to be responsible. You have to do this.
do you think has been the challenging parts of, because you come from a different element, right? I
Yeah.
believe Family First is mainly a door-to-door organization, right?
Mhm.
What have been some of the challenges you personally have faced? Maybe
Yeah.
you can share with people that are watching. Because when I tell people, if you can duplicate my training, you're going to have success here with us. You're going to close 20% of these people. Can
Mhm.
you share with, just a little bit of your insight with people that are listening? Again, just expand on that a little bit.
Yeah, if you're not computer savvy, that won't be a big issue. Ladio will really be there to hold your hand and overcome these technical challenges. I mean, it's up to your responsibility to log on and have discipline to sit there. But my only issue is just the technical process. Um, Jumping from screen to screen is kind of an issue with me. Maybe my hearing is a little off, but I'm able to overcome that.
That's
And I
right.
will, yeah. Mhm,
You're able to overcome it.
mhm.
That's one of the things I talk about in training. We're not going to sell everybody that calls into our
Yeah.
advertisements. It's impossible. But if, we close a good percentage of these people, we're going to make money. And here's just some of the people that, I'm currently working with on any given time during the day. I'm able to work with the, reps that I'm working with closely. And for Amador today, for you have one inbound, two, three, and what is that? Four?
Mhm.
Yeah, four. Let's see, four. There's another one, five for today. And then these ones don't matter. This one, the 2 minute and 50. But today, you have gotten five inbounds.
Yeah.
And would you agree that all of these five people that called in wanted to talk to you,
Yeah.
right?
Right. Not everybody's serious. Not everybody wants something for free, and that's just not logical. That's not real. Not in this world. One thing that I did learn, I wanted to mention this. If people don't want what they call in for, not to take it personally, not to internalize it, and you have a low self-esteem. Oh, poor me. No, this is a business, like Laura told me, and you can't take it personal. There's going to be somebody
Business.
who's going to want this, who wants
Absolutely. They didn't
this.
call in to bug us.
No.
But
Mhm.
think about it like this, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Amador's still in training. He took five inbounds. These are documented of
Mhm.
people calling in. And myself and Gabriel were able to witness him work through these leads because that's one of the things with when you work with me, I'm there for you. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to listen. I'm going to sacrifice my personal sales to
Mhm.
help you
Mhm.
because that's what I'm doing. That's one of the reasons that we have agents pay up front for their leads, make that commitment because I don't charge for the training. But if I'm going to help you at no cost, then obviously, I want to make sure that we're all winning, right? So check this out. Five inbounds, that costs you $225 of the green ones, not pesos, dollars, right? $225. But can you tell everybody your commission, right? You made $144 premium minus the $4 for legacy, which is a great retention tool, guys.
Yeah.
Minus $3.60 for policy fees because senior life don't pay us on those. So here's your true commissionable premium. And you take that times 12, that's $1,600 in annualized premium that's commissionable. And in that case, that lady was a modified, so you get a 90%. So Senior Life owes you $1,473.12 year one, as long as your client pays their premium every month. And here's the beauty of it. Out of that 90%, because it's a modified, and ladies and gentlemen, modified is when a policyholder doesn't qualify for day one coverage because of some health issue or another, but they're still able to get some insurance with their name on. Now, 75% of that is going to be advanced by the insurance company, which is $1,100. But with Senior Life, they have a household cap of $1,000.
Mhm.
So Amador will see $1,000 in his hands within the next few days. And then when you take that $1,000 that will be in his hands and you take away the cost of $225, then it's safe to say that he's going to have a good $750 in his bank account, right?
Right.
That right there is what fires me up, ladies and gentlemen. That right there. Where can you make that type of income if you were working for the man? You're making, you know, 20, 30, $40 an hour. At least you would have to be in that category to make the type of money that you can make helping people with these type of policies. But more importantly, what does it mean for Amador? It becomes predictable. So today he took 5 inbounds.
Mhm.
He closed 1. I witnessed it. Gabriel witnessed it. That right there, my friend, is 20%. So my question to you, as I ask everyone that's done this process and has done it at least once or twice, my question is, what's holding you back from doing this 10 times a week? Amador?
Nothing. My own discipline, my own commitment.
Think about what you're telling me. You're saying nothing. So it's between you against you.
Yeah.
And I believe on Monday, that's what you started the meeting with. You shared that it was a competition against yourself.
Yeah. You against you. Me against me.
So congratulations on that sale.
Thank you.
I know that that feels nice to make a sale, and it's even better when you're doing this consistently every single day.
Mm,
Now, with that said, I wanted to chat with Gabriel for a little bit. Now, Gabriel, I know you've been with me at least 3 years, maybe 4 years now. And what are the main reasons that you're really focused in 2025 in final expense? Because I know you've done a lot of health insurance and you love Medicare, and you've done what you wanted, obviously. But 2025, you have a different tune. Can you share with everybody what's on your mind?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone tuning in. So with health insurance, especially Medicare and ACA, that's a lot of compliance, and the lead cost, it's about the same for a final expense, whereas I can make way more commission in this vertical. So that's one of the motivations I'm back in it. I want to have a higher income for the rest of the year. And Medicare is seasonal, and so is ACA. Typically slows down after you're outside of open enrollment. So this is something that I can do year round, and I'm really excited to be back in the program. A couple years ago, I purchased outbound leads at that time when I first started off, and it was an uphill battle. Calling
Still
people
did a hundred
constantly.
thousand. I think you did $100,000 like in your first 6 months, and you were doing nothing but outbound. That's what you preferred, right?
Yeah, at that time, yes.
Crazy. So it's funny you talk about the consistency with final expense. Right now, when you look at health insurance, it's all over the place with regulations and changes here and changes there. Not to mention the regulations with marketing makes it a lot more difficult.
Correct.
In final expense, it's very rarely, overhauled or changed in terms of compensations. I've been doing this 21 years, and I have never seen anything crazy like that happen, like what I see in health insurance. Also, the commissions, the advances are going to be more in real time. So it helps with those cash flow cycles. I always tell people that do final expense, the cross selling the Medicare, it's not a bad idea because it's right there, right? We already have the client, and these type of clients need I mean, they need all this, the health insurance as well. Now, Gabriel, you've seen our lead quality over the years, but can you share with everybody what you've witnessed? I mean, here in the last few weeks, last few months, in terms of our lead quality, because I know that has you very fired up.
The call quality of the leads is truly outstanding. Most of the contacts coming in are clear, responsive, and they're generally interested. And it's pretty rare to find leads that are this engaged and well qualified in the marketplace. So their
And to give
conversion proves
everybody,
it.
thank you for that. And to give everybody an idea here, let's show them a couple of these. Here's one of Amador's from today, an inbound. Let's see. And we'll just listen to a couple of the, again, first 2 minutes of the calls, guys.
Mm-hmm. Senior life insurance. Senior life insurance company. How may I help you?
Hey, good day. This is Daniel Parker. I have very nice lady on the line. Her name is Yankensi. She is living in the state of Alaska, and she want to buy a final
Her
expense.
name. She sure purchased the policy, didn't she?
Yeah.
Here you go. Let's see it. Let's see one of Gabriel's. And ladies and gentlemen, these are people calling us.
Thank you for calling Senior Life Insurance Company. My name is Gabriel Bowe. How can I help you today?
I'm looking for final expense insurance
Yeah, were you looking for this quote for yourself or for a family member?
for myself.
The good news is we don't require a health exam. Just going to ask you some health questions and cross-reference any medications if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
All right, can I start with
Man, that dude straight up said, what? I'm calling to get me some final expense insurance. And ladies and gentlemen, this system is not just about training you, showing you how to do this, but it's also based on the high quality leads that we generate. Like Gabriel mentioned, it's very rare to have consistency if you're working for an agency. It's very, very rare. One day you have a good quality lead, the next day you have nothing, or you're getting in trouble with some lawsuit from a TCPA violation because, again, there's zero consistency, zero, um, compliance. And one thing with us that I give a lot of kudos to my partner Jody at Advanced Grow is that what he does all day long is make sure that those phones are ringing and that the people that are calling are legitimately interested in talking to me and you about a senior life insurance policy. because all of our marketing, ladies and gentlemen, is branded with senior life insurance. And one of the biggest factors of our success is that when we're on the telephone selling insurance and we mention senior life, most of these people have recognized the name simply because of the powerful television marketing that senior life has had for maybe 30 years. So we piggyback on that, and it helps tremendously over the telephone. Again, the proof's in the pudding. Talk times. People calling in, not looking for a free gift basket, but they're calling in to get some insurance. So if you guys are watching this, you're on the fence, you're saying, man, you know, I have the money, but I'm scared to death. You should be nervous, because this is a business. This is not a charity. This is business. But I will tell you one thing. Right now, I provide the training for free if you join my agency and you come and work with me here at Senior Life Insurance Company. If you don't want to do that, I'm working with these Italian guys that are working on some packages, consulting packages, where I can help you at a cost, but it's going to come at a cost. But on the flip side, you can get the training and the coaching for free, but you got to come and work with me in Senior Life Insurance Company. Why? Simply because Senior Life pays. They pay my renewal. They've kept their word with everything they said they would after many, many years. I've worked for other carriers. I've written policies for other companies. And at the end of the day, Senior Life's persistency speaks for itself. At the 13th month mark, 5-year mark, and it shows up in my bank account. That's why my motivation is there. So if this is something that makes sense, give me a call. I will put you on. I'll send you 5 to 10 calls a day. And like I asked AMADOR, what's holding him back from doing 10 to 20 a week? And what did he say? He said nothing but himself. And with that said, my friends, I hope you guys have a great Thursday. And if you're serious, take me up on this. I also will let you shadow me. If you're a licensed agent and you got your life license, I will let you shadow me, and you can see exactly what it is that I do on a daily basis. And if it makes sense, then let's partner up. Peace.